Chose the right server, right? Yes, I did. Okay. Noted, noted. Let me get this up then. Welcome to... I got up late today, and I didn't know what else to do, but I still want to stream anyway, so we're just here doing just chatting. Hello, Retro Game Fan. Hello. How you doing? I wanted to start a new game today, but then my brain's just like, no. No. It's been one of those days, chat. It's been one of those days. It took me a while to get out of bed, I will be completely honest. So I didn't want to, like, force anything on myself today, I guess. It'd be like that. Yeah, it'd be like that. So, yeah. It's a just chatting stream. It's a just chatting stream, everybody. I got a PNG tuber in the corner. And you guys get to look at my background. Lucky you. Lucky you, chat. Boop 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 doop 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 bum 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 dap 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 bum 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 dam 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 bum. Anyway, hello. Hello. Yeah, I'm definitely feel tired. It really is one of those days, chat. It really is one of those days. But welcome. How are y'all doing? I was very much stuck on what the hell to do. I actually had an idea of what to do today, and then my brain was literally, like I said, like, no. So, yeah, I think less exhaustion, more just, I'm just kind of here today. My brain is like, well, no. You're managing? Yeah. I know that you only got 4 hours of sleep. But yeah, my brain was like, nah, man. Nah. Nah. Nah, bruh. Hi, Eli. How you doing? How y'all doing? I hope you all are doing all right. Yeah, this is just gonna be us hanging out today. I really don't know what else we're gonna do. Oh, you're playing Game Dev Tycoon. Gotcha. You do some dumb shit in that game from what I've seen. But yeah, we're just gonna hang out. Maybe I'll talk about a few things I'm interested in and everything else like that. There's actually something else I did want to talk about, specifically, because I think it's super, super interesting. I'm gonna pull it up, and I saw someone else do a video on it, and I kind of want to sort of talk about it as well, because I think it's honestly super interesting. I've talked about it in a couple other places, and I think it's kind of neat. I see a video being like, 1 month ago on Switch 2. It's like, yes, 1 month ago. I guess one thing to talk about, let's talk about Switch 2 news, I guess. New trailers for Yakuza 0 Director's Cut came out. Basically, the theme song for the main game, which apparently was not a thing in even the original US release. The English VA, the English dub for Majima, and the English dub for Kiryu. Kiryu is definitely not getting as good of a response as Majima, apparently, but yeah. But the main thing I actually wanted to talk about is mainly from a recent released on Nintendo's channel, actually. Pause it. For some reason, like, it's been really late. The cast list is very interesting for what I saw. It's the same as Yakuza 8, so it's the same as, Haldo. Hello, Gokai. Cool, fun time, yes. Hello. I'm trying to bankrupt my game cleared file. Gotcha. Alright, so yeah, there's a thing I wanted to talk about, and that's this, this recent, creator's voice that recently came out. For those who don't know, Nintendo's been doing, videos, related to, games coming to Switch 2 from various creators. They've done, Hades 2, they've done Split Fiction, they've done Hogwarts. But they've also done Final Fantasy VII Remake, specifically. And this one is very interesting because some of the details that came out of this one are sort of hinting at future plans for this particular version. There's also something else I saw that I kind of wanted to point out that was just kind of like, it made me go, but I thought we'd watch it because I think it's a super interesting video and everything else like that. It also is probably something to be like, maybe I should probably finish Remake Integrate at some point because I still haven't finished it. I'm probably close, but I haven't finished it. I get distracted by other games and then I leave other games for a while, but whatever. Anyway. But let's go ahead and watch this because I think it's a very interesting video. Hello, Redis.
私が子供の頃ってテレビ、漫画、やっぱゲームっていうエンターテインメントがあったと思うんですけど、これゲームって
I mean, I stopped playing it last year, Drops, to be fair. It runs decently on Steam Deck.
刺激的な他のエンターテインメントとは違う魅力がやっぱりあって。
So, fun fact: the Steam Deck version, I actually played a lot of Final Fantasy VII Remake on. I played a good amount of it on PC, and I played a lot of it on Steam Deck. The PC version of Final Fantasy VII Remake, for those who don't know, has major frame pacing major like hitching problems, at least from what I found on my PC. And it still has some of those problems on Steam Deck, but I forgive it a bit less because it's on a smaller screen. So like I'm still very much like I'm not the biggest fan of the PC port of Final Fantasy VII Remake. I think it's kind of a bit of a subpar port in a good amount of ways. I heard like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth was a little better, but not by that much. So it'll be interesting to see how a new portable version of FF7 Remake will run this time, and hopefully it will fix some of the woes that the PC version had. Because even like you can't play this obviously on like something like an ROG Ally or anything else like that. But I'm very curious to see how this is going to run on Switch 2.
やっぱそれが子供心にすごく強烈なインパクトとして残っていて、大人になったら自分もなんかそういうものを
I want to point something out. Look at that keyboard. That is an old keyboard. Like old looking keyboard with newer looking monitors. I don't know why. I think that's just funny. Also, Discord. Look, chat, it's Discord. You can block that out. I can tell that's Discord, or that might be something else. It looks like Discord. I don't know. Nintendo be like, we don't want to show off any Discord things because we have our new game chat thing. Anyway.
そう自分もなんかそういうものを作ってみたいなっていうのをやっぱすごく思わされた記憶が残ってて、もう本当それがきっかけで今自分もこの場にいるんだろうなっていうのは思います。
Spreadsheet stuff that we can't show because it will spoil stuff. Oh look, an iPhone. I'm randomly pointing something else like iPhone. I think that's Katshi or Kate Sith, however you want to call them. Katshi, Kate Sith. There's a bit of like things right now. Is that I want to just say you want to fuck him. Just say you want to fuck him, Drops. Just say you want to fuck him. I don't think Twitch is going to get against you by saying you want to fuck a character. As long as they're of age, obviously.
やっぱり任天堂のハードって私が子供の頃にやっぱ初めて触れたゲーム機でもあるので、今
Yeah, he's mainly talking about his appreciation for Nintendo platforms. So, I do not want to fuck a character. Good to know. iOS, Ive. How you doing, McButts? So I was watching Maximilian Dude, talk about this a little bit and talking about how it's very interesting seeing Final Fantasy VII get a spotlight in a Nintendo channel, like from Nintendo and everything else like that, because of the sort of thank you for the button and thank you for the grimace. Because of the whole like thing with Nintendo and Square back in the day with the Nintendo 64 and everything else like that, and how they ditched that for the FF7 has been on Switch. Like, obviously, the original FF7 has been on Switch. It's just interesting that it's actually getting a massive spotlight. I doubt they'd hold a grudge, LMAO, but probably back in the day they did a little bit. Maybe a little bit, I don't know. But it's like it's probably more just like, I don't know the full details, obviously. I just know some account. I've just heard an account or something else like that. But there is the whole thing where like Square ditched Nintendo in order to go to Sony, and a lot of Final Fantasy games were kind of like, I mean, Xbox did get some Final Fantasy games. I think it got like Final Fantasy 13. But a lot of Sony games have basically stuck on Sony systems and everything else like that. So it's very funny that now, thanks to the poor sales of both Final Fantasy 16 and Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, or the sales not meeting expectations, that Square Enix is, from what I could tell, essentially ditching the Square exclusivity. They're going to be ditching it in the future because they've talked about the multi-platform strategy last year and everything else like that. And this seems to be a big part of their strategy, like finally getting Final Fantasy 7 Remake onto another like console platform that is not Sony. It's funny how this is discounting enhanced ports. The first Final Fantasy on Nintendo console since Final Fantasy 6. That's the thing. It's a relatively new entry. This is not like a, like you said, like Final Fantasy 7. Lucas Bun, thank you for the follow. This is not like a thing where it's like it's a port of an old game that can run easily on the Switch. This is like a newer game. This is like a newer game. I get it. Whoa. This is like a newer game and everything else like that. Like this isn't an old ass game. This came out in 2020. So it's very funny to me how now we've sort of come to the point where like Square is sort of ditching a lot of its exclusivity with Sony for their newer games and everything else like that. And yeah, there were the GBA remakes of 1 through 3, 5, and 6 as well. And also Crystal Chronicles on GameCube. So I don't think they held a grudge. I just think for the longest time, Final Fantasy has been heavily Sony-based, if that makes any sense. So it's very funny that like 7 Remake is getting like a spotlight here on a Nintendo console.
スイッチ2を初めて見た時はスイッチの上位互換のモデルっていうところにすごく興味を持ちました。ハンドヘルドのこうタイプと据え置きのタイプをこう兼ね備えていて、かつやっぱりこうスペックがこう大幅に上がっていたので、私が作ってるファイナルファンタジー7のリメイクシリーズ
was there starting from 7, and plus they pretty much went with them for all their non-Final Fantasy games. Like Yamauchi is the one I'd say held a grudge. Okay, fair enough. There was like one person that held a grudge. Also, keep this line in mind, by the way. This line that you're seeing right here, this line right here. Keep that in mind. I want you to keep that in mind. The specific wording of that, like, translated line.
開発の仕方も非常にスイッチとこう親和性が高くて、スイッチの開発ノウハウがあればスムーズに開発がこう参加できるっていうのは非常に魅力的でしたし、さらにそのハード自体にも非常に多くのロムのメモリーが搭載されているので、開発者にとっては非常に開発しやすいハードになっていると思います。
The memory thing is definitely a very interesting thing to point out. And Maximilian also pointed this out. But for those who don't know, I think the original Switch, the Switch 1, I think had 4 gigs of memory, from what I remember. And I think the Switch 2, from what I remember, has 12. So it's a massive jump in memory that they can use for the system and everything else like that. So it's probably going to make it a lot easier to like port games over to the new system and everything else like that. The beginning of the rift between Square and Nintendo back in the day was due to initially developing Secret of Mana for the canceled SNES CD peripheral, being told last minute that peripheral was canceled, then scrambling to release it on FM cartridge in less than a year's time. Really? Is that actually a thing? I mean, I know there was a big fallout with PlayStation, with Sony and Nintendo due to the sort of Nintendo PlayStation and everything else like that. And the SNES peripheral, I assume that's like what you mean by Nintendo, unless you're talking about something else. But it felt like the N64 was very much like the reason why Nintendo sort of fell behind that generation is because like there was another person that just came in to essentially make something that was not only cheaper, but also allowed people to put more game onto the actual things. Yeah, cartridges was definitely a big problem with Nintendo during the N64 era. Anyway. F7 footage.
経ちますけど、今回初めて任天堂のハードでものづくりをこうできるっていう。
So, I am unsure whether this is actually Switch 2 footage. They do not specify here that this is Switch 2 footage. It's running at 30 FPS, which is what I did expect from this port. But it does look very good. honestly. There are a lot of people saying that it looks like I think when Max talked about it, he said there was like it was close to PS4 Pro quality essentially in terms of looks. To me, I think it's just like I think it just looks very good. I think maybe it's just like it's kind of an example where it's like I feel like for a lot of people, like they're gonna be like I don't think people are going to like miss maybe like these super high quality details probably on Switch 2 because the game already looked great as it was. So it's kind of just like, yeah, it's cool that like, you know, certain games maybe have a bit higher fidelity, but it's one of those things just like, are people really going to miss that? Like here's a close up. Here's a close up here for Cloud and everything else like that. And that looks very detailed. That looks very detailed. And keep in mind, these visuals are in engine. These are not pre-rendered. These are in-engine cutscenes, and everything else like that. And it looks pretty damn good, honestly. It looks pretty damn good.
リメイクシリーズであるっていうことは、とても運命的なこう感情を感じています。ファイナルファンタジー7が
This is a pre-rendered cutscene, right? This right here is pre-rendered.
私にとって非常に大きな意味を持って
Yeah, at some point I do want to finish the game. I do like this game a lot. I do need to finish it at some point. Maybe I need to play the original FF7 at some point too.
時が流れてこの FF7 っていうのを再創作することになっているので。
By the way, Barum, also, I think from what I've heard, and people can correct me if I'm wrong, I think they've said that the story for the Final Fantasy VII trilogy is now finished. I think they've officially finished the story. We just don't know when the last game is going to be coming out. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's something that was said. The story is fully written out. It's locked in. It's just they need to actually make the final game now. So someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I've heard that was the thing.
当時のゲームでこう感じた感動とかこう驚きっていうのを今回このスイッチ2を通してもう一回新たにこう上書いてほしいっていう気持ちがあります。
Probably. Here's a quick question, because we were discussing this actually beforehand. Because like, all hail the Jism. Why is it called the Jism? I hate that. Why, Josh? You say that, Persian, but here's the thing. Like, they developed Final Fantasy VII Rebirth within like 4 years, and they're probably going to use the same engine as Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. So I imagine it probably won't take as long to finish. Is my best guess. Because isn't like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth basically going to be like, I imagine that's probably going to be the biggest of the 3 games, I imagine. Because Final Fantasy, the final game of the trilogy is going to be the conclusion. We don't know how big it's going to be, obviously. To be clear, I've not played Rebirth, and I hear it's fucking huge. I still need to play it. I do have it on PS5. I still need to play it. Maybe see how I feel about the 60 FPS mode and everything else like that. But there's been like I want to ask this. What do you guys think will come out first? The final game, if they reuse models and animations, sure, it would be easy, especially if they do the Yakuza route. Yeah, I imagine they're going to reuse animations. Like, if they're going to stick to a similar console generation, most likely they're going to be reusing animations, especially with another fact that we'll get into, another little, maybe not fact, but a little interesting thing I noticed that we'll get into later. But what do you guys think will come out first? The last game in the FF7 Remake trilogy or Kingdom Hearts 4? Which game do you think will come out first? Because there's a possibility that the final entry in the 7 Remake series will come out first. There actually is a chance. And that's kind of wild to think about. I want Parasite Eve in the style of FF7 Remake. Okay. It's just like I say this one because it's like, nope, this other one. I don't know. It's very curious. Like, there is a chance, but yeah. Now, something I noticed in this, and I feel like maybe needs to be like, it gets me a little bit about this.
実際にこうミッドがフルスペックでこう表現することが可能になっています。原作の要素っていうのをこう何でもかんでも変更するというよりかは、やっぱある程度原作の要素を
There's my dad. Okay, did you guys notice something? Did you guys notice something about that scene? Did you guys notice something? I want to ask you guys what you might have noticed compared to all the other footage. I'm gonna play it again. I want you guys to tell me
今の
if you noticed the same thing I did.
実際にこうミッドガンをフルスペックでこう表現することが可能になっています。原作の要素っていうのをこう何でもかんでも変更するというよりかは、やっぱある程度原作の要素っていうのをリスペクトして、その当時
Especially compared to this
技術
scene.
では表現できなかったものっていうのを今の時代のハードでよりかはやっぱある程度原
That shit be smooth. Yeah, that's what I noticed.
は実際に
I'll go ahead and point it out because I think Reddit's pretty close. That scene, that is the only scene in this entire in this entire video that's at 60 frames per second.
こうミッドガンをフルスペックで
They showed a 60 frames per second shot. So I'm wondering if they are accidentally using PC footage here because okay, this is a stickler with me, and this has happened with some games on Nintendo's channel before, where they've shown something that is running at 60 FPS but does not run at 60 FPS on the actual like original hardware. So I guess that's fair, Gokai. If you're not running the stream at 60 FPS, that's understandable. There's been like Sega especially has been very like guilty of this, unfortunately, where they show off like, especially with the Sonic X Shadow trailers, they show off a game with Nintendo Switch 2 specifications, but done on PC. They run at 60 FPS, but they don't run at 60 on the Switch. I tend to have a little bit of an issue with that because I think that gives a little bit of it gives a sort of expectation that I feel like shouldn't be there. I would like to hope that there could be a 60 FPS mode for this game on Switch 2, but I personally think that it's more likely it's false advertising. Yeah. It's the only, now to be clear, this is the only clip where it's shown, so it could have just been a mistake. It's either a mistake or they're showing up something else or something else like that.
こう表現することが可能になっています。原作の要素っていうのをこう何でもかんでも変更するというよりかは、やっぱある程度原作の要素っていうのをリスペクトして。
One thing I will say is that the lighting and everything else like that is very much more attuned to Intergrade and everything else like that. So this version does seem to be based off of more of the Intergrade version rather than the original PS4 release.
その当時
And the one thing I noticed here, and this is small details here, and it makes me think that footage might have been a mistake.
できなかったものっていうのを今の時代のハードで表現
If you guys look very closely, like right here and above, like right here above here,
できなかったものっていうのを今の時代のハードで
there's actually a bit of shimmering going on, like some weird shimmering artifact that I'm noticing up here and everything else like that. I feel like a lot of people probably not notice and everything else like that. I think it's honestly probably just like they want to include a scene here. They also might not have had time to record the Switch version of that, maybe. Although they recorded a Switch version for the Switch 2 Direct, so I don't know what the fuck happened there. But there's a little bit of shimmering I noticed here. Like, especially up here for, like, the smaller details. Which also makes me think they might be implementing, like, either that's a little bit of a cut they're doing, or maybe they're implementing some form of DLSS to make it look cleaner on Switch 2 and everything else like that. I don't know. Just a very interesting thing I noticed.
できるものっていうのを再創作するっていうところを一番重要視したというふうに考えています。携帯ゲームでファイナルファンタジー
That said, it does look really good. Like we got a lot of particle effects going on and everything else like that. Like it does look legitimately like really good.
プレイできますし、それを持っていってこう今俺ここ
And one thing I will state here, so playing the game in handheld mode, I feel like I don't know if it's just me,
進んだよみたいなちょっとこのイベントシーン見てみたいなのもこうやっぱリアルタイムなこう会話ができたりするじゃないですか。そういうのはやっぱこれまでなかったので、非常にこう携帯機でのファイナルファンタジーっていうのを
yeah, the game playable on a portable system and everything else like that. Again, I'm really, since they are targeting a portable system, I am hoping that it does end up having a much more stable frame rate than something like a Steam Deck, or like the PC version in general. I think what's very interesting, what's interesting for me is that, like, I felt like I was more encouraged to play through Final Fantasy VII Remake when I had it on my Steam Deck, because I didn't feel like I had to get on my computer in order to play it. And I nowadays I do feel like there's certain games that I feel like still work better if I play it on like my PC. But there's a good amount of stuff that I do prefer to play on my Steam Deck because I just like sitting down and just playing a game at the end of the night and everything else like that. Granted, a lot now, right now, I'm currently just playing through GameCube stuff because it's kind of neat. But yeah, it's just something funny I pointed out.
ゲームチャットについては
Okay, here is where I actually noticed a bit more of the shimmering, by the way.
こうチャットだったりとか
Right
ゲー
there.
ムのシェアしたり
There's a bit more shimmering there that I noticed. Like a bit more artifacting.
っていうのはすごく期待
It
して
could
います
just be due to the engine they
ゲーム
use.
チャットについてはゲーム
But yeah, right there. I think right towards her hair. Again, it's gonna be a little weird, but yeah, I noticed a little bit of shimmering right there. It's probably from her hair and everything else like that. Again, it's weird stuff that I noticed and everything else like that. It's kind of funny how I notice these types of things whenever I look at footage. When you're in gameplay, you're probably not gonna notice any of this, honestly.
ゲームをプレイしながら
I think the normal person is not gonna notice
チャットだったり
any of
とか
those
ゲームの
things.
シェアしたりっていうところでやっぱりこうリアルタイムでこう友達だったりとかとこうシェアできるっていうのはやっぱ新しいこうゲーム体験につながるかなっていうところを期待しているので非常に楽しみだなというふうに思っています。FF7 を遊んだことがない人にはまずこうクラウドとセフィロスを知ってもらいたいっていうのがあります。任天堂のスマッシュブラザーズで
I love how they bring up Smash Brothers for this, by the way. I love how they bring up Smash. That's really funny to
セ
me.
フィロスって登場させていただいていて今回このスイッチ2に FF7 リメイクシリーズをこう発表してい
Do you notice a repeat thing they've done since earlier chat? Have you noticed it? Have you noticed it yet? I'm gonna keep going.
くことでこう親子でこうキャラクターのファンになってもらってなんか語り合ってもらえたりとかすると、まあ、非常に嬉しいなというふうに思います。任天堂とファイナルファンタジーのブランドで強いパートナーシップを築いていけることを強く期待しています。
We still don't have a release date. Still no release date for it yet. I'm gonna guess summer, probably for this, is probably when it's coming out. It looks like it will not be it probably won't be launch day, but I'm going to guess it's gonna be maybe sometime this summer. Is my guess.
スイッチ2で展開される今後のファイナルファンタジー7リメイクシリーズにぜひご期待ください。
Okay, going back a little bit actually.
スイッチ2で展開される今後のファイナルファンタジー7リメイクシリーズにぜひご期待ください。
He did say it. Okay. So the repeat line that I was trying to sort of hint at there, Final Fantasy VII Remake Series. Not remake integrate, remake series. And he says it 3 times during the during this whole video. What this could potentially be implying is that they might actually be planning to bring not just remake integrate to Switch 2, or wait, sorry. They're not just planning to bring remake integrate to Switch 2, but the entire trilogy. So Rebirth and the final game. So that is very, very curious to me. And everything else like that, because I think there was like I remember there was hearing like maybe I don't know if I'm misremembering, maybe hearing talks about how like the PS5 hardware made it so that Final Fantasy VII Rebirth was possible or something else of that shit, yada yada yada. But it seems like probably after the whole thing, for the GameStop has pre-orders available for the physical copy of Pizza Tower. Oh, do they? Are they available? Oh, that's interesting, huh? Okay, to be fair, Fangamer has done publishing towards other stores before, so that probably shouldn't be too surprising. That's neat. How you doing, Gold Aubrey? Well, Yumu the half Phantom. The PC version is a bit rough, Yumu, so I guess maybe wait a little bit to see how this version is, I guess, and then maybe decide from there. But like, I don't know. I don't know if this is like full confirmation, but it is. It seems like they are hinting at all 3 Final Fantasy VII remake games coming to the Switch 2 and everything else like that. Which is once again another example, it seems like, of Square getting away from doing exclusivity with Sony and going more multi-platform, especially with the Final Fantasy games. Which brings up the question, will Final Fantasy 16 maybe come to Switch 2? Now, I was talking about this with Maniacal and other people, and they did say that it maybe be a bit tricky because apparently some of those fights get very intense graphically. Apparently, PS5 even has trouble trying to run that game at a pretty consistent 60 FPS. It does a decent job, but apparently it even has trouble on that. I still need to play 16, by the way, because I do own it. But it just makes me very curious about what Square Enix's strategy for Final Fantasy games is going to be in the future, especially with the Switch 2 now being a thing, and everything else like that. So, I don't know. I just thought this video was interesting. I hope you guys found it interesting too. It's just something that's been on my mind recently and everything else like that. So, I don't know. I'm very curious to see how this is going to go. That said, it's probably going to be a full $70, which is unfortunate, but what the hell can you do? It's been $70 before, so it's not like it won't be $70 again. But yeah, so we got that fact. Yeah, $70 for each game, most likely. All right. In other news, there's a couple other things that have also been talked about. Nintendo also, on their app, showed off that there's going to be more icons apparently on Switch 2 compared to Switch 1 for like customizing your profile, which I guess is kind of neat. We'll probably see more of this bigger budget games in comparison to stuff like Mana or Saga or Live Alive like we've seen. Yeah. Probably see more stuff like that and everything else like that. But in terms of other news right now, there's apparently you can actually take the sides of the Joy-Con 2 off. Have you guys seen that before? Have you guys seen this where it's like you can actually take the sides of the Joy-Con 2 off? Joy-Con 2 removable panels. Specifically, it was based off of like, okay, a post was deleted by original poster. Like, apparently there was a thing where it's like, I think it was like from a third-party site or anything else like that. I'll go ahead and show the image right here. It's this. Like this type of thing right here. So this might be a thing where maybe you can potentially maybe customize the sides of the actual Joy-Cons to like be more to your thing. Now, this could also be false. But what it also could mean is that this would be the way you would also be able to get into the new Joy-Cons. Because there's no screws around the actual... There's no screws that I actually notice around the actual Joy-Con. So this seems to be what they're going to... This seems to be how people are going to be able to get into the Joy-Cons themselves if they want to like do some tinkering. So I just found that very interesting and everything else like that. And all the type of such. Other than that, that's pretty much all I can see in terms of like at least anything major. And again, we're like 1 month away from launch, so when a Switch 2 Pro Controller will still use the OG 3DS battery. Does it use a 3DS battery for the Switch 1 Pro Controller? Really? That's interesting. Maybe that's just them trying to save costs or something. Speaking of which, we do have a goal right now on the sheet for getting a Switch 2 Pro controller, and you guys can see it on the screen as well. It is a $90 goal, and if we reach that goal, I'll be picking up a Switch 2 Pro controller. If it's before launch, I'll show it off. Well, okay, yes, but Persian, it's a controller compared to a 3DS, which is an actual computer. So to be fair, but yeah, if the Switch 2 Pro controller gets reached before launch, I am gonna try and pre-order that before launch and then show it off during the week where I show off Switch 2. So there's a little incentive right there. And of course, we have the Mario Kart Lego build as well. All right. I actually have to go to the bathroom suddenly, chat, so I'm going to go do that. I'll be right back. And when we come back, we'll probably chat some more, do something else or anything else like that. So see you guys in a bit. Forgot to turn off my mic. God damn it. I forgot to turn off my mic. Hello, chat. I'm back. For those just joining us, we've just been doing a just chatting stream and everything else like that, talking about other shit and everything else like that. Oh yeah, Fur Affinity's finally fully back up, by the way. That's neat. Did you guys know that? Fur Affinity was down for a while. At least you couldn't upload stuff, but now a bunch of people are uploading shit. I'm not gonna show that because not safe for work stuff. Chat, what should we do? Chat, what do you want to do? What do you want to do, chat? What do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do today? I don't know. What do you want to do today? I'm just gonna... You know what? Why don't I just... Just zoom in on his face. And then do it again. Look at that face, chat. Look at that face. New emote? No. No, we're not gonna make it a new emote. No. An HD remastered version. I've never played Bravely Default, so I don't know if I can really comment on that, but it is gonna be curious. Coward. I'm not a coward. You're a coward, fucker. Let me see what's on crowd control. Give me a second. I don't have Spiral 1 on here, so can't exactly do that. Unless they don't... Do they have Spiral crowd control? Oh, they do have Spiral Dragon crowd control. Neat. VLC media player. I don't even know what the hell you guys would even be able to do. I don't have any video stuff for that, so. Minesweeper with CC. There's no Minesweeper. I'm sorry, but there's no Minesweeper. What's popular? You know what else is popular? These nuts. Chat, my brain is just like... It's just like, you're trying to search with that. I've tried Sonic Guard crowd control before. It's a thing. That's my brain chat right now. I was like... Potentially, yeah. Tails doll maybe killed it or something like that. It's been a while, so. Me 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 me. Me 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 me. Me 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 me. Me, me, me. Jesus Christ. This is why I plan things ahead of time, because then I don't get stuck like this. Go ahead and link it. What do you want to link, Persian? I can't brain today. I should have just taken a day off. Constantly stuck in a perpetual thought process of like, do I stream? Maybe, but like I don't know what else to do, so it's gonna be a absolute nothing burger of a stream. I love it. Oh, bro, I can't do that right now. Why did you even stream today? Because I usually stream on these days. And I just was like, okay, we'll just chat, and then we'll go from there. And now my brain's just like, And also, Persian, I don't know if I can think of my top 25 games right now. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if I have the capacity to even think about that right now. Thanks. Thanks, Mike. Were you in the mic? No, my... Sorry. I need to replace this cable. I was not eating my mic. I need to replace the fucking cable.
Good choice.
Not much, Redis. Not as much as the other ones.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yahoo!
If I'm being quite frank, folks, I was just trying to come up with something that was not the usual stuff because I was afraid you guys would get bored. I'm gonna be completely honest. Being like, oh god, the same thing again. Can't you think of something else? Especially because I've been talking about how I want to get back to the game clearing again, so... It's not a matter of just doing something new, Yumu. It's just, like, having the motivation to actually finally just... Because I have other games I do need to go through on stream. Which is why we haven't had any playthrough goals recently. Because I want to focus on... Make sure I get my backlog done, so... I just don't want to go into a game where I feel absolutely, like, bleh. I don't want to feel bleh going through it. Because I'm afraid that will affect my experience with it.
I'm the best.
No bleh, only bath. Here, Sniff.
I'm in the base.
Oh, I failed that immediately.
Yes! I'm in the base.
Getting boozer. You already have 3 items, idiot. Stupid. You can speed up how fast you go in Mario Party 3, correct? Oh, fuck off. ba ba ba. Uh. That noticeable, huh? It's an off day, chat. It's been an off day. Today's very much been an off day. My brain literally today just said no. My brain has said no today. No. Ah, great. Okay. Give me a Bowser phone. Thank you. Yeah, man, like, literally... Oh, okay. Well... I appreciate it, guys. It really just, like... I don't want to feel like I'm doing too many of my grievances on stream. Today was just kind of like, literally, I was literally in bed, like, for longer than I should have been, and I was just like, I don't want to get out of bed. I literally just, it was just one of those days for some reason where it was just like, it was like, nah. Like, legitimately, I probably should have not streamed today, quite frankly. But here we are. We're here now, chat, so... Basically... Except it's not like Monday where it felt like I knew what I wanted to do. Going into the stream, I did not know what I wanted to do. And that's my main problem. That's my main problem. And you're back to start. I'm tiny. It's like, what the hell do you do now, Chad? Do you just, like... Do you just kind of, like, wing it? Or nah? Also, fuck, he's gonna go for the star. Damn it. Swing and swipe. Remove a turn, add a turn to the game. Did you... Are you making the game shorter, Clockwork? I mean, like, get Cole out of this game. Get him out. Get him out of this game. He's tired. He needs to go rest. Trying to. Oh, God. Later, Redditors. Have a good one. I don't want to play one of these. I was faster. One thing to also keep in mind, chat, is that doing streaming is also technically part of what I do, like, to sort of make money, quote unquote. So it's one of those things where do I keep streaming, or do I force it, or do I just not force it? Maybe today I should have forced it, but oh well, here we are. Alright, sure, yeah. We can do that. I just think it probably would have been better for me to just be like, just take the L. Just take the L. It would have been, that probably would have been better to do today. Also, Wario don't have shit, so he can't get the star. No, I can't. Okay, cool. Sick. Chat, I'm so sorry. I really am sorry. I don't, like... I should not be, like, I should probably not be like this on stream and anything else like that, but... I should be entertaining you guys. I shouldn't just be, like... I wouldn't say trauma dumping, but... Let's say, like, oh, it's such a downer, or something else like that. I don't know. How goes things? I'm not fully there today. I'll be completely honest. I am not 100% there here today. Oh my god, no. Get hit, fucker. Don't grab that, fucker. Thank god. Get it. Thank you. Grab it. Hey, Caitlin. We all got a bunch of coins. Oh, nice, Caitlin. I didn't realize Sonic Heroes was in Archipelago now. Or is that just in beta or something like that? It's beta, but it's playable. Okay. Ba-da-ba-ba-bum. Nice. You're trying to get those coins. And you didn't. No items for you. Goodbye. You're fucking selfish. Hi, gamers. How you doing? Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Da-ba-ba-da-bum. Yabba-dabba-ba-ba-ba-da-bum. Guys, why aren't you ground pounding? Guys! Oh my god. I could have had that, you asshole. There we go. Got it. Got it. Gamers, how have you been? Alright, sounds good, Drops. Sounds good. Ba-ba-ba. Blow up, blow up, blow up. Fuck. Mommy, mommy! This man was mean to me. Fuck him. Oh, son of a bitch! Well, not getting that star. Sick. Get the fuck out of here. Stop with all these hidden blocks, Jesus. Well, Luigi's gone. Bye, bitch. Where are you? There, bitch. Fuck off, really? You gotta be fucking kidding me. What? Fuck off. Fuck off, dude. Every time they went to the side to get invincibility and that's like, oh, they didn't get hit. Oh, no one got hit. Lol. There's last 10 turns. Well, Luigi has the happening star right now. Fuck off. Sick. We can only go 3 spaces. Huzzah! Let's go! Let's go, chat! Let's go! Claps for Bowser! Let's go! Fuck you! Bowser says fuck. Fuck at you and then leaves. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. How many coins? 10. Thank you, Anakiki. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Damn it. Come on. Come on. Shit. Shut up. No, stop. Get out of my way. Gamers, why you like this? Hissinif. Yay. Meow. Meow. He sniff. He sniff. Oh my god, really? Sniffer. Oh, Jesus. Well, this is gonna be hell for the start of it. Oh my god, I'm fucking up because of screen flip. Will I be able to make it up? Oh wow, holy shit, that's amazing. That's awesome. Oh, great. Thanks. Alright. Will I win despite having the screen flipped and trolled by gamers? Because the screen is flipped, will I win this round? I think I will, oh yeah! Fuck you. Woo! Eat soy now. Yeah, soy. No. Hi! Hi, gamers. Thank you so much for the 17 months. Really appreciate that. Let me know where you'd like your sub to go. Arts is actually already reached slime, so the 2 on screen are the ones we currently have. Toad the drug dealer, apparently. Ba 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 da ba da ba 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 da ba da ba da ba. Alright. A bit towards the Pro Controller. First bit towards the Pro Controller. I would have put it towards that if it was my choice anyway. Because why not? Yeah. That's fair. Alright, give me a second. Because Drops had to go make dinner. Alright, cool. I hear it's really good too. Trats. As a reminder, chat, any support given through crowd control will go towards one of the goals. Give me a second. I need to move some stuff. There we go. Okay. Come on. No, I'm sorry, Slime. I'm sorry. No money for you. Maybe not too much, I'd say. I'd say maybe don't like fill the chat, honestly. But I completely understand. If you want to if you need to chill, just to kind of, just to hang out in here, I completely get it. I'll tell you right now, Slime, I did not go into the stream with the biggest, with the best mental state either. It's mainly I'm just kind of feeling bleh today. It's not really like anything dangerous, but yeah. So. Bye, Luigi. I'm gonna hope we both went a different direction. Yes, we did. Thank God. Oh, okay. Thank God. Yeah, go and do a TLDR. TLDR is fine. Ah, shit. Luigi actually might get the star. If they don't get fucked over. They didn't get fucked over. God damn it. What? I did not mean to do that. Okay. I did not mean to go that far. That is not what I meant to do. More of this shit. Jesus, all right. Mad Cash, apparently. Okay. Please don't do upside down, please. I want to win this. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Coin Star, baby. And Wario's definitely not getting it. You fucked up, buddy. Luigi royally fucked up. That's so many fucking coins. Let's see it. Luigi. 128. And then Wario got a measly 1. How many does that put me at? 213? Well, okay. Well, I definitely have Coinstar now. That is pretty much guaranteed. Mommy! This person's being a bully! Hey, Baelixer. Now you wait to do screen flip. Hey, Scars, how you doing? Be honest, kind of meh, but I'm dealing. I hope you're alright. Yeah, that's good you're doing alright. Hey, Vector. Got it. Oh, it's really doing photo. To buy a vowel? Last 5 turns. Luigi will win. Luigi with its... Here's 10 coins, so you're not at 0-0. Oh, damn it. Sorry. Actually, I clicked out of something. God damn it. Or did I? No. Okay, we're fine. Never mind. I didn't click out of it. Wait. No, I want a battle mini game. Also, Luigi's about to get well, no, Luigi can't get a star. What am I saying? Luigi has no coins. Luigi, you're stupid. You're stupid. Sounds like it's a pretty good episode of Wheel of Fortune, Gokai. The game to be batter up. Batter, swing, batter. Batter, a swing, batter up. Batter up, a batter, a batter up. What's 10 minus 9? 1? Ba-boop, ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-boop. Bruh, there was only one more butts in the press. You're an idiot. Bruh. Slime, if you're still there, I hope you're doing all right, man. Hope we're doing all right. And screen's flipped again. Gamers, you exist just to do screen flips, apparently. Huh. That's like that's like the only thing you do during crowd control. Why did I do better than any other attempt with Upside Down? Why did I do better than any other attempt? How did that work? I'm actually baffled. Ah, you don't have enough coins anymore. Fuck you. Oh, please be chain shop so it can be an easy one. Okay. Oh no! It's times 2 or times 4? Fuck! Oh, we're in trouble. Chat, did we go over times 2 or times 4? Welcome back, Slime. Did we go over times 2 or times 4? It's 50-50. Shit. 4 times 2. I'm risking it. Ah, gotcha. Oh, no, oh, no. Fuck me. Fuck me. Fuck me. Fuck me! 233 coins. Just gone. Just gone. Thanks for taking my item. I should have gone with times 2. I should have gone easily. Oh. Oh. Oh, so it's that type of thing. Well, that's no fun. I am very sorry about that, Slime. And a star was stolen from me. I have 0 stars and 0 coins. Sick.
Yahoo!
Gaming. So now I have nothing. Now I have nothing, chap. I have nothing to my name. How'd he get 2? Why did he get 2? Why did he get 2? I'm Yoshi. To be clear, I'm Yoshi. How did Mario get 2? Bowser literally said, "Call me." Yeah, what the fuck happened there? Thanks for the stars. All right, we won. Another average day. And I got 14 coins. Yay. Yay. Wee, wee, wee. And I got another star. Yay. I have 3 stars, chat. Woo! 3 turns left. I've given you the starter pack. Thank you. Totally legitimate stars. Yeah. They're not gonna be taken away ever. No. I'm fine. Start. I'll do what I want, Vector. I'll flaunt my 3 stars. And more coins. And more coins. And people giving me more coins. So many coins. Wario's coins being stolen. Deserved, but totally worth it. Now everyone's just like, fuck all y'all coins. Oh, okay. I believe you win this. Yeah, I win. What do I win, chat? What do I win? Hyper boop. You did it wrong. I actually once. A lovely living room set. All right, where is it? Where is it then? Also, I want a Coke now. I thought it said cookie, and I was just like, no, I want a cookie now. I want a cookie. Luigi, you blew it. Okay, you didn't blow it. A cookie. I've seen others, though. Bringing me back to when D paid you $50 to get ice cream? No, to make a video about ice cream. I don't really do that now, but... I also bring you despair. Despair. Yeah, and that, there was one time where it's like, I don't want to, there's one particular stream I do not want to talk about because I'm kind of just like, meh. I got a Koopa card. Okay. 269, nice. And I was given another star. Wario, someone is finally gonna get that star. Holy shit. And Mario got a star. Woo! But there was a stream where people kept donating to me, and I felt really bad about me calling it out because people were encouraged to do that during Claire's stream. So I ended up donating all the money to the Trevor Project instead. I probably could have refunded everyone, but I ended up donating it to the Trevor Project. But yeah, that stream I'm not the most fond of, admittedly. Kind of one of my lowest moments. That was like a week before. That was like a week before I came out too. I know it went to a good cause. It just, like, even nowadays, I still feel bad about it. Because it was during Claire's stream, and that was probably not a good idea. Well, to be fair, I was also reacting to it, so I've kind of learned a little bit from that day about how I should probably deal with that type of stuff. Because if you're watching a streamer, it is kind of rude to point out stuff that's like outside of the streamer. It's a little bit rude. So I don't know. I guess unless the streamer is just heavily encouraging it. But yeah. Well, that was quick. That didn't take long. Last turn. After the turn's over, once we get into the minigame, you cannot extend the game. So you guys have until then to extend the game. And there it is. Wario's actually gonna get another star. At least he gets a 1. Remove a turn. Okay, it's the end of the game. Nice, 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 Gokai. So I removed a turn. Now we're back down to... And a star's been stolen from Wario. Wario, that didn't count. What turn are we on now? I'm pausing. Now we're back on 20. Gokai added a turn and Scars removed a turn. So now we're back on the last turn. Ah, fuck. Well, you guys have more time to add turns, I guess. It doesn't go through. It doesn't go through, Scars. It doesn't go through. All fired up. All right, you guys have a little extra time because it's last. Goes back to the first turn. I don't think that's how it works. That'd be way too powerful. That'd be pretty fucked up. Yeah, if there was an overflow. Oh, boy. Fuck. No underflow for you. Okay, unless someone adds like a turn now, it's done. The game's done. What? And no more turns can be added. All right, that's end the game. Finish! 27. Excuse me. I did it. Yoshi. And I win. Yeah, Luigi got happening. There's no way. It would be nice if one of the GameCube Mario parties got crowd control support. That would be nice. Whee! Let's go, bitch. 233. 2223. Yeah, I did it. 6 was on the list. I wish.
Bigger.
I hope at some point 6 gets added to the list. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. All right. Okay. All right. I've never done Super Duel Mode in Mario Party 5. Yeah, 6 is my favorite GameCube game from the Mario parties. Okay, chat. I am going to listen to my part of my brain just being like, you did a party game, now go rest. I'm gonna listen to that part of it. So, at the very least, I did something today. That's good. I'm fine with that. I got through something despite my brain being a bitch, and everything else like that. So I'm gonna go chill and just try and not do much for the rest of the day and everything else like that. Yeah. I'm just gonna do that. Thanks for sticking with me, folks. Sorry that this was a very weird stream. Yeah. It was just one of those days. Hopefully Friday's better. I really hope Friday is better. I do want to maybe get back into game clearing on Friday. I'm going to try. I'm going to try for Friday. I'm gonna fucking try. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. But we're not gonna do a raid. I'm just gonna go ahead and end the stream. So thanks for hanging out, folks. Thank you, Slime, for the raid, for the resub earlier. Appreciate that. Thanks for hanging out, folks. You all take care of yourselves. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to one another and everything else like that. I'm gonna head out. Have yourselves a good night. Take it easy, folks.